Here's a point, 7,000 RPM, where everything fades. The machine becomes weightless, just disappears. And all that's left is a body moving through space and time. 7,000 RPM. That's where you meet it. You feel it coming. Creeps up on you close in your ear. Ask you a question. The only question that matters. Who are you?
So, okay, it all started in the early 80s. No, not that kind of 80s. Oh my god, what with this tape? Sherry, Sherry lady, going through emotion, love is where... That's enough. Yeah, that's better. 80s in Japan. It was time when all big modern automotive companies was very small. So, when I was just 6 years old, my dad brought a VHS tape called The Bible of the Drifter. There I saw him, a true legend in the history of autosport, the one and only Keiichi Tsuchiya, a smart and reckless young man from Japan who was sliding through twisty touch on his 1979 Toyota Corolla. We call this old piece of junk Hachigo. Tsuchiya did unbelievable things on track, even though this car was just for driving to the grocery store. He created his own unique style of driving that called drifting. And it was so amazing that it gave rise to a completely new era of street racing. Many generations grew up on his movies and became a true petrolheads. When I was 18 years old and finished training in auto school, Dad gave me his old car. It was like a miracle to me. It was his old and trusty 1989 Nissan Skyline GTR R32 with famous RBX engine with big turbine. It could produce 400 horsepower. And then, in 1990, a new highway was created in Tokyo. It was the longest highway in the whole Japan, with asphalt of the best quality. And of course, all of the Japanese street racers started to set their speed records there. It was just the right place to prove you are the best driver. In the middle of the night, residents of Tokyo could hear the roar of tuned engines, the clang of tires and the squeak of turbines. And now me, a young and ambitious street racer, Akiro Asakura, will prove to everyone that I am the best driver in whole Japan.
Hey, hold it right there, Akira.
That's Harada, my best friend. We knew each other since we were 4. He moved to Tokyo 3 years ago, but he still didn't finish his training in auto school, so he could only observe One Gun Night. But believe me, this man knows everything about street racing in Tokyo.
It's your first day in Tokyo. You don't even know anything about Midnights on One Gun. You must study your enemies before the fight. So let me tell you everything I know about them.
So, first of them, Janasaki. He's, according to the public's point of view, the best driver of the entire city. His narcissistic personality is known everywhere. His people are looking and hearing from every hole, and severely punishing everybody who tries to pay any kind of disrespect for him. Did you believe me? Oh, that is just how he wants to look like. Exactly, he one day just appeared in the city and announced that he is now the king of illegal racing world. However, each of good reputation races just ignored him. But he still calls himself the king of One Gun. But he challenges only newcomers and avoids fighting with bosses of underground races. All in all, he produces so much hype and noise and so less impact to the community of racers that we're all laughing and dying from cringe at the same time. I think he will be your first rival. He drives a 1994 Mitsubishi Lancer Revolution 4 with 2-liter engine and 276 horsepower. I think he will be an easy target for your R32.
The second guy, called Shinji Agishima, is eager to be a professional racer. Shinji is literally obsessed with the idea of driving with mortal rivals, so he knows everything about it. Agishima is very skillful and has great reaction on the road. Shinji is also known for driving perfectly without any aggressive tricks, except drift. He loves doing it. Even if he seems to be a gentleman on the street, don't be fooled to think that he's like that in real life. The man is very serious, so don't mess with him. For now, driving as a professional racer is only a dream for him because of financial problems. So, street races are the only way out. His car is Nissan Skyline GTR R34. This is a younger brother of your Godzilla. It has 320 horsepower and very big Garrett turbine. You can hear walking cycle of RB26 engine. Listen, it scares in my ears. I think you have enough skill to show this guy who is in charge on One Gun. The last one is Tatsuya Shima. In the past he was a professional racer, but then suddenly he decided that it wasn't for him. He understood that illegal street racing would give him much more thrill than he could ever get from following the rules. That's how he became the leader of Midnight Club and is now one of the best drivers among the streets. This man is very calm, wise, and doesn't talk much. He skies legendary Porsche 911. He calls it Blackbird. Once it was a real GT bolide. Blackbird's engine sounds so beautiful that even policemen call this car Porsche 911 Scenery. Its engine can produce 600 horsepower not on 8,000 RPM like all cars made with one gun, but on 9,000 RPM. It will be a very, and by that I mean really hard race.